What's up, guys? Today is a very sad day, but also a very good day. As you can tell by the title of the video, we are getting rid of this truck that has treated me so well and replacing it with something else. Now I feel like before I get started, or before we go and check out what we're replacing it with, I should kind of talk a little bit about this truck because it has treated me really well, and I know a lot of people have kind of asked my thoughts on the truck throughout the time that I've owned it. So just to give you a little bit of background, if you haven't been with the channel that long, this is a 2017 F250 Platinum, 4-wheel drive. I don't know any other relevant things that I should say about it, but I've had it for a little over a year and a half. I've put 46,000 miles on it, of which I would say probably half and half between me and Tommy. I got this truck. I've never owned a truck before, never bought a new car in my life. This was the first new car I ever owned. And I got it because I knew that I wanted to trailer my car all around to events and stuff. Before this truck, I never trailered my car to any event. I always street drove it. So as someone that's never had a truck before, it's done everything right for me. It's been very comfortable. I've had no issues with it, like literally zero issues. I think the only time it's ever been the dealer for an issue is because Tommy hit a deer with it and we had to get it realigned. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, this truck I drove around probably for the last maybe 20,000 miles, maybe 15,000 with it deleted and tuned, and the thing was fast. I didn't really do many mods to it, just obviously like a delete exhaust. I think it was like JAMO performance exhaust, easy link tune through PPEI, a leveling kit, like a bed topper and some airbags in the rear, just so when I have like a heavier load on the trailer. But it's a good truck. I mean, that's why I got it. I've listened and read a lot of reviews and everyone was really happy with the Fords. I've been really happy with myself. I've been really happy with the truck myself. I've also been happy with myself lately, I don't know. But it's kind of sad getting rid of it because this truck opened up so many doors, so many windows for me with the key, because they're like, no, I'm just kidding. It's this, without this truck and without like the trailer, just think, this past year and a half, I would be doing nothing but driving Orlando Speed World. So all those competitions I went to, all those cool events, all those cool tracks, like wouldn't have been possible. So I don't know, this is like a big stepping stone for me, having this truck, and there's a lot of memories and a lot of experiences and a lot of trips. So moving out of it, man, this cough. It's kind of tough, a little bit sentimental. I'm definitely gonna miss the red, but I think this next step that we're gonna take, I think is for the best, and I think it's just to create more memories and more awesome experiences to come. Yeah, so that's my attempt at like being sentimental and reflecting upon my ownership of this truck. It's a nice truck. I've treated it very well, just apart from running into, I don't know if I ever told you guys in a video, I was really tired one time driving from the track and like pulled forward, and there's like those big blocks that they used to separate parking with like ribbon between them, and the ribbon was gone, so I thought I could just drive through, but I didn't realize the block was in front of my truck because the truck's so damn high that I just like drove into it and put like a little dent in the front bumper. Other than that, she's clean. So, but yeah. All right, let's go get the new vehicle, truck. You know,
caution, red light camera.
We're heading about an hour and a half south to Lake Wales, Florida. That's where the dealership that both myself and Matt Mormon go to. We have a friend who's a salesperson there by the name of Justin, who's treated us both really well in getting our trucks and the Mustang and everything. And I didn't realize, like, this is kind of how this came about, that I only, shut up! God. I only owed $5,000 on the truck, and it's still worth quite a lot, even though it's 40,000 miles on it. So its trade-in value is actually really high, and trading in before the end of the year, obviously there's a tax benefit if I'm putting like more money down on that new truck, because that'll kind of be more that I can deduct as an expense for my 2018 taxes. So although I probably wasn't planning to make this move until like next year, I kind of rushed into making it, trying to do it quick before the end of the year for that reason. So we're back here again with Justin. If you guys remember him from both the truck purchase and the Mustang purchase. I haven't told him what the new rig is yet.
It's nice. It's big.
All right, here it is. All right, Justin, I need some of your detailed information. What's different about the dually?
Only thing's gonna be different from this dually, he's gonna be on a 2019 model year from a 2017 model year. Obviously he's gonna have the dually, so he's gonna have the wider rear, but he's gonna be able to tow a lot more. So you'll be able to see him towing a lot more cars at once instead of just having him take one. He can do 21,000 pounds conventional towing weight on the bumper, and he can do 31,300 pounds fifth wheel towing if he decides he wants to get a little heavier.
So I think I told you guys before, originally when I was trying to decide what truck to get, I was debating between an F350 and an F250, and my logic was the F250 would be a lot more comfortable to drive around town, and I could just do the airbags in the rear, so I wouldn't make the truck squat so much. And it worked, but it kind of gets sketchy when you want to do a gooseneck with like 2 cars and stuff, so that's why I got the F350. But the question is, like, how much more rough do you think? I mean, with the airbags, it'll probably be similar to how this rides around without airbags, right?
Yeah, there won't be much difference in ride quality.
What about the actual length? Will I notice that a lot driving it around, or?
I don't think so personally, just because I drive them. Maybe turning in some compact spots where you live.
Oh, parking spots, yeah.
I mean, spots are a little bit smaller, so you'd have to take that in consideration, not only just due to turning, but also how wide they are. I mean, if you pan over there and look at that dually there, that's an older one, but that shows you how wide he is in the spot versus the car next to him. So you just got to take into consideration when maneuvering.
So it's pretty much the identical truck to this one. Obviously, the color this time is platinum white. It's a color I always thought was cool, and as much as I wanted to get another ruby red truck, I thought it'd be kind of boring to get the same exact color truck again. So you can see that my truck's leveled. I'll probably level this one down the road too, just to get a little nicer look going on. But literally, the identical truck, interior, everything's the same. Are dualies the same height as F250? So like when I level this one, will it basically be the same as this? It's crazy how much higher this looks for only having a 2.5-inch leveling kit, huh?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Do you think this will sell easier because of the leveling kit on your lot?
Typically in our area,
yeah,
you know, a little more rural, a little more rednecky.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have some guys that typically either do a leveling kit straight from the factory right away on most of our Super Duties, or they'll do a 6-inch lift. But most of the time anymore, with the height that these are, it's always a leveling kit. No, not as many 6-inch lifts anymore. Man,
I should have had you do a leveling kit on this. It looks so tiny right now. It's crazy how much higher it looks. Right. But yeah, so if any of you guys want my truck, I ended up trading it in. Like I said, I only owed like $5,000 on it. So it'll be on the lot now, or do you guys go send it to auction? Nope, it's gonna go on the lot. We'll put it through service, which it's damn near as clean as you can get, but we'll put it through service, do our 172-point inspection to make it a certified pre-owned, check everything, make sure it's right, and then if y'all want, you can come on down right here. And you can see me here at Weiger Ford. He'll hook it up. But if anyone is curious on the truck, I left the 2.5-inch leveling kit on it. It wasn't worth taking off, and I left the airbags in the rear since I won't need them on this car. So hopefully that'll help someone out in the future. But it's a clean truck. I'm gonna miss it. But on to bigger things. So sad saying goodbye. No. Oh, I miss it. Welcome to my 2019 F350 Platinum. Alright, I wanted to drive the truck around for a bit before I talked about the notable differences with it compared to my last truck, because if I just hopped in the truck and was like, oh, this feels different, this feels different, it wouldn't really be an accurate representation. So, I've been driving the truck about an hour, a mixture of like highway and city driving, and I will say, the dually rides much, not necessarily the dually, the F350, because the only difference between an F350 and an F250 on these model years, let's say we're comparing single wheel to single wheel, is basically just a stiffer rear shock, or it's not shock, it's like a stiffer rear leaf spring, or however truck suspension is, I don't know. But anyway, it's stiffer in the rear. That's the only difference between F350 and F250, so it can accommodate more weight. That's why my truck with the airbags was essentially an F350 whenever I wanted it to be. So, I will say though, I don't know if, because I'm not comparing apples to apples, this rides much nicer than I thought it would. I thought that an F350 would be bouncy and just super rigid in the rear because it's meant to handle so much more weight. I would say it rides just as nice, if not nicer, than my F250 did, which kind of was a little bit surprising to me. I thought that this was going to feel much more like a work truck and not comfortable to drive around. I don't really notice the extra length in the rear that much, turning in parking spaces. I notice the width. I have to be a little bit more conscious of where the truck is in the lane, kind of like when I'm towing with a trailer, which the truck is 90% of the time. But other than that, it feels much more stable. I'm assuming that's a dually thing. The truck feels really slow, but that's because I don't have a tuner or a delete on it. It's a cool truck though. It's nice. It feels very similar to my last truck. Definitely needs a leveling kit just to make it look a little nicer. But overall, I'm much more happy with it than I thought I'd be. A little bit bummed out. I love my old truck, but I think what really made me the decision to go dually and like finally pull the trigger, I knew that I wanted to do it eventually so I could tow a proper gooseneck 2-car. But when I went out to Super D and spent all that money and time out there and then blew my turbo, it was really annoying knowing that I had a second car back home that I could have driven in that competition, but I couldn't bring it with me because I was only limited to a 1-car trailer. And my whole original idea behind the one-car trailer at first was I'd never towed anything before, and I honestly didn't want to be inconvenienced by having a super long trailer in back. But now that I have Tommy pretty much working full-time and he's doing all the trailering and doesn't mind having a long trailer, it'd be kind of stupid not to have a dually with a proper gooseneck, proper 2-car trailer, especially if we're bringing the S15 somewhere and I also want to have a car that's a little bit more chill to drive with my friends with slower cars, or if I just don't want to be going through a ton of tires. Or, I mean, the S15 is going to be a much higher maintenance car. I'm going to have to bull check that car every time before I take it out. Lots of things are going to need more service when you have a car of that caliber compared to my other cars. So, I mean, technically, I guess this could be the second Tommy's new car video after the last Chaser video, since he'll probably be driving this more than me. But I do plan on, like, with the last truck, I wanted to do wheels on it, and I wanted to make it look nice and everything, but I knew that I wasn't going to keep it for that long, so I was kind of, like, just wavering. And this truck I'm going to make sick, because this truck's going to last a while. I say that now. But definitely doing wheels for this truck. I already got some ordered. Some other minor things that you guys will see, but I don't know. Let me know if you want me to go into detail about more truck stuff. Normally I view it more as a tool rather than an actual, like, car on the channel to make, like, content around. But if it's something that actually interests you guys, I don't mind doing it since I'm doing it anyway. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. But if don't, like, misjudge my lack of excitement as not being stoked on this. It's, like I said, it's a tool. Tommy's gonna be driving this more than I am, and it is, man, I think I'm getting sick now too. And it is almost an identical truck to my last one, with the exception of a little bit more girth in the rear. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. If you notice, we did the old Obsessed Garage delivery with everything still on the car, all stickers and not factory dealer installed swirl marks. So we'll go get the car, or get the truck dialed in and enjoy it. So should be cool. I'm excited to see how it tows the trailer, even though my trailer's just like a normal tow behind. It should feel a little bit more stable. I don't know. We'll see. It's a truck. You're a truck. We're all trucks. Okay, bye. It's your new truck! Hey. Tommy, back to back. New JZX90.
This is my flex. Look, matching truck and matching car.
Yeah, your car's not pearl though.
Huh? No one knows that.
Are you saying it looks good with my mustache?
It does look.
Can you get an outside clip?
Hey, can I speak to Wes, please? It's Tommy.
Wes can't be in my video. License and registration, please.
Hold on, I gotta back up to get all this. It doesn't fit in the shot.
Too good?
There we go. You look like a cop. You literally look like you want to arrest me.
That's weird, but okay. I forgot to get you Chick-fil-A, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just die peacefully in my new car.
Okay, bye. The best thing that I realized about this truck, you're gonna be really stoked on this, Tommy. I don't know if you know this or not.
It's a different feature?
I was looking at the fuel gauge and it said 700 miles till empty. This thing's got a bigger tank.
It does, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Dude, literally the best thing about this truck.
Oh, I'm gonna get everywhere so much faster.
Seriously, stopping was the most inconvenient thing in the world. Dude, it looks so cool with the trailer here.
Yeah.
It looks massive. Look at that girth. Dang, it looks good with the black and white. A little Oreo truck up in here.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think that's it for this video. We'll definitely need to follow up and I can tell you guys kind of what I have in store with this truck. Probably gonna start modding this one way sooner since everything's so easy, but I'm pretty excited. I love the pearl white in the paint. Hope you guys like her too. But I'm gonna try to get back on schedule because I've been filming and uploading like same day. So what I'm gonna try to do is film 2 videos today. So that's why this video was literally just going and picking up the truck. That way I could film like a normal vlog for the second half of today. So I can have that up tomorrow and then get back on schedule since we've got so much stuff going on. But anyway, that's my new truck. Thanks guys for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.